Hello, have a good day. So today I am going to present a presentation on James Boswell's Life of Johnson. So I am KP Swapna, Assistant Professor, Department of English, Shikaleshwari College. So Boswell is the first of biographers, he has no second, by Thomas Babington Macaulay. This Life of Johnson is a biography written by James Boswell, and it is one of the famous biography in English literature and even in the world. Samuel Johnson. Samuel Johnson was a poet, essayist, dramatist, and pioneering lexicographer. Johnson is famously known for Rambler, Dictionary, and Rashilas. His continuing reputation depends less on his modest literary output than on the fortunate accident of finding an ideal biographer in James Boswell. So, James Boswell had contributed much to the fame and popularity of Samuel Johnson because he's the one who had the better understanding of Johnson, his early life, his struggle, his physical sickness, the financial crisis his family had, and how he had to drop his university education, and then how he traveled to London, and then how he became popular through his literary work and finally the writing of dictionary. So he was an ardent follower and admirer of Dr. Johnson, and he wanted uh, to owe him he felt that he was indebted to write about him, the journey he had to come to this extent. So surely no other biographer can have had more devotion to his subject, more opportunity to study him, or more talent in bringing him vividly to life than Boswell in his Life of Johnson. As Johnson's constant and admiring companion, Boswell was able to record not only the outward events of his life but also the humor, wit, and sturdy common sense of his conversation. His brilliant portrait of a major literary figure of the 18th century, achieved by historical and social detail, remains a monument to the art of biography. Samuel Johnson and his dictionary. So, Boswell sees Johnson's dictionary as a monumental scholarly achievement, a turning point in Johnson's life, elevating him from poverty to literary fame, a symbol of Johnson's intellectual power and perseverance. He repeatedly emphasizes that Johnson created a work that normally would require an academy of scholar, yet Johnson produced it mostly alone. So that's the reason why he wanted to write about him. He wanted to show the world, he wanted to bring to the world the struggle of Dr. Johnson, at the same time, how intellectual he was, and how his financial crisis, his physical inability couldn't stop him from his progress, couldn't stop him from unbounding his intellectual ability. The origin of dictionary project. The project began when bookseller Robert Dodsley suggested a large English dictionary. Johnson negotiated terms with a group of leading booksellers. He wrote the famous plan of a dictionary of the English language in 1747. Boswell reproduces parts of this document and praises its clarity and vision. Actually, Johnson promised to finish the dictionary in 3 years, but it ultimately took him 9 years to complete. So, writing of this dictionary was not that easy for him. He also had some struggles. The major was his financial hardship because fund was very important, collecting resources, printing books, traveling, so many things. And beside, he had his mental pressure because it was time bound. He had to complete within a period of time, and he had physical inability to. And his daily routine and working habits, uh, Boswell describes thus. He says that Johnson used to collect quotations from hundreds of authors, read voraciously to locate examples of word usage, wrote definition by hand, often late into the night, had amusance to copy, but did nearly all intellectual work himself. Boswell portrays the dictionary as a monumental act of self discipline. So it was the self discipline in Johnson that enabled him to write this dictionary. So, Johnson's method of defining words. Boswell emphasizes Johnson's unique approach Use of literary quotations. Johnson's illustrated definition with quotation from Shakespeare, Milton, Dryden, Pope, and many others. Boswell praises this method as a grammar of the language and a treasury of great English writing. The completion and publication. Dictionary was completed by 1755, and Boswell offers admiration but also balanced criticism. The magnitude of the task, richness of quotations, precision of meaning, Johnson's courage and perseverance. Boswell remarks Johnson's dictionary as the most important single work yet achieved in English philology. So Johnson was honored for his dictionary with an Oxford degree, which was actually because of his financial crisis, he was unable to complete his dictionary, but his dictionary had made his dream fulfilled. Like now he is adorned or crowned with a doctorate degree. So thank you for, and there will be more such videos about other literary writers and their works. Thank you.